Hey guys, welcome to Jesus and Coffee, my first Jesus and Coffee of 2020. So today is going to be pretty simple. I just want to talk about some of the things that I plan to do for 2020 and why. So I don't want to go as far as to say New Year's resolutions, but I will say that they are just some lifestyle changes that I'm planning on making. So let's just get to the point. I hope everybody is having a wonderful New Year thus far. We're a few days in, and it has been an exciting and refreshing new start for me. And I hope that's what it is for you too, because I don't know what is more exciting and what is a better like jump start than a brand new year, a new decade, 2020. My husband and I celebrated 6 years of marriage on New Year's Eve. So on 12/31/19, we celebrated 6 years of marriage, and that was just fun to reflect on what the past 6 years have been like. And I want to bring him in for a Jesus and Coffee because I think it'll be fun just to talk about some marital things, because I don't really like talking about marriage by myself. I think it's more fun to talk to him about it too, because I don't want it to be one-sided and you just hear what I think about it and not hear from him as well. So 2020, this year, one of the things, obviously, I think the number one thing for everybody is fitness, right? Well, here's the thing. I've actually been consistent in the gym for 10 months. 10 months? Yeah, either 9 or 10 months. So last spring, I embarked on like a fitness journey, and I decided that I was going to start going to the gym 3 days a week, no matter what. And I actually started with just 2 days a week, and then I went up to 3 days a week, probably about a month into that. So by April of last year, I was going to the gym 3 days a week consistently. And I've now been going to the gym 3 days a week consistently, like no questions asked. So that has been sort of like the highlight for me of last year. And moving forward into this year, my plan is to go up to 4 to 5 days a week. And the 5 day a week mark is going to be a stretch. I don't think I'm going to hit that much. I think I'm going to lean more toward the 4 day. 5 days is just going to be if I'm feeling real good. I also don't think I've done a Jesus and Coffee since I got short hair. So check that out. I'm living my best life with the short hair. It is so much fun. I am obsessed with it. Like the fact that it it just barely touches my shoulders, and like I can lean over and like there's nothing on my neck. That is the coolest thing, because I have never had short hair my whole life. The shortest my hair has ever been is like here. Maybe here is the shortest, but this is like next level. This is fun. I totally know why people have short hair and like keep short hair, because it's the mom. So anyway, obviously this is not my real hair. I did not cut my hair, but this is so much fun. I could see myself doing this all the time. So anyway, back to things we're gonna do better in 2020. Another thing I just want to just point out for me personally, I started making some of these changes in like fall, winter of last year. So I didn't want to just like start 2020 January 1st and like, I'm going to do all these new things. I wanted to gradually go into it. So I think in like September of last year, my daughter and I went and got a library membership. We have a library very close to our house. So we got a library membership. I got a card and she got a card. And so we go check out books all the time. So I started reading books the end of last year. And that was amazing. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get back to it. I used to be a reader. I mean, I loved reading. That was just my thing. But obviously you have children and you get busy and you can't read as much. So I definitely want to do more reading. I'm going to show you a couple of books. These are gifts from a good friend of mine. He got me these books, I guess a few weeks ago. But basically, the Little Book of Affirmations is this one. And this one is beautifully said quotes by remarkable women and girls designed to make you think. So I was actually going to pull an excerpt from this one and read that to you guys before we left. Just because I think it would be fun to like pull a random excerpt and then tell you just off the top of my head what I feel like it means to me. And I think that'll be fun to do, and we'll do that in just a second. But this one, I've been reading like one affirmation a day. And I just want to say that for me, I want to make be more intentional in 2020 about affirming myself, because I think that it is so easy to get down on yourself. I'm really hard on myself personally, and I think it is really easy for you to say, oh, I should have done that better, especially when you look in hindsight, especially when you think back to your past, or you think about, like, we're in 2020 and you think about 2019. I know I sort of had a reflection moment where I thought about my year. I thought about some things I could have done differently or better. And I just think that it's so easy to look back and get really down on yourself. But the reality is you just sort of have to say, clean slate, moving forward, let go of the negativity, right? So that being said, I want to try to affirm myself and say, you know what? You are worthy. You are great. You're incredible. And I think that my husband, he affirms my daughter every morning. You are smart. You are beautiful. And you are a good listener, because obviously she's a toddler. So you want to tell her she's a good listener because she needs to listen in school. So he affirms her every day. And I feel like I need to affirm myself. Adults, we need to affirm ourselves and each other. I want to be more intentional about telling my friends how awesome they are this year. One thing I did start doing at the end of last year is I started trying to sow little seeds into my friends, whether it be like $20 here or just sending them like a cute little gift or a gift card or something. I wanted to start doing that for my friends because I wanted just them to feel special. And honestly, nothing makes me feel more special than like a $5 Starbucks gift card. Somebody says, I'm thinking about you and I want you to get a drink today on me. Have a good day. That really like just does something to my heart. So reading books, affirming myself, staying consistent in the gym, and I think being on Jesus, doing more Jesus and coffee, that was a goal of mine for 2019. And I don't think I hit the goal I wanted, but I did do more Jesus and coffee videos. And I also want to be a little more intentional about spending time with my daughter. She's 3 years old. We do definitely spend time together every single day and all day on the weekends because we don't have family nearby. And so it's just Greg and I and her all the time. But I just want to make sure that I'm being more intentional about the time we have together and making it quality so that we are not on our phones, we're not distracted, we're not watching videos. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, and I know parents, you probably can attest that your child will sit down to watch something and you'll watch something on your phone, on Netflix. You'll put your headphones in, they'll be over here, you're over here. And you're just like, yeah, baby, that was real cute. Yeah, And you're watching your own thing. So I want to be better about that. And then eating. I did start meal prepping at the beginning of the year. So this is week 2 of meal prepping. I am making, all the good little healthy things for breakfast and lunch, and then trying to keep dinner healthy as well. So that has been a good thing for me. And so I just think that 2020 is off to a great start thus far. We are just a couple of days away from the middle of January. And I hope that this encourages someone that it does not matter where you are, start today with whatever goals you have and just push through and push forward. Lastly, I just want to pick a random quote out of this book, Beautifully Said. And we should probably start at the beginning since this is my very first time opening it. And the first page says, She Believes. And the first quote is by Dorothy Day. And it says, food for the body is not enough. There must be food for the soul. Wow, that's deep. Dorothy Day, by the way, was a journalist, founder of the Catholic worker movement, and a candidate for sainthood. Food for the body is not enough. There must be food for the soul. I like that. So what does that mean to me? That means it's pretty obvious that we have to feed our inner self. But when I think deeper about that, when I think about my soul, what does that really mean? What does it really mean to feed my soul? I would have to say that means paying attention to who I surround myself with, the words I say, the words I internalize, the words I read, the content I absorb. I have to be mindful of those things, and I have to be more than anything, not just mindful of what's going in, but intentional about putting the right things in. So not just avoiding the wrong things, but looking for the right things. So kindness feeds my soul. When I am kind to others and I see them smile and it excites them, that feeds my soul. When my daughter is happy and my husband is happy, that feeds my soul. When I make good decisions, that feeds my soul. For example, going to the gym, eating right, that makes me happy. When I look back at yesterday and I say, man, I ate good yesterday and I exercised really hard, that feeds my soul. A clean house. I think that those are all things that make me, they don't just make me happy, they truly do something for me inside. And I think that I need to go even deeper, and I need to do some soul searching to find out what else feeds my soul. Talking about my problems makes me feel good. Talking to people I love and trust. And reading my Bible. I'm doing the Bible in a year challenge. Pray for me. It's difficult. There's a lot of scriptures every single day. And if you're very busy, you're like, ooh, got a lot of reading to do. So the Word of God really has been helpful, powerful in reading how often the Lord reminds us to trust Him. Just 13 days in and already I'm like, God is always reminding us He's in control. It's all throughout the Bible. So we'll just stop there and I'll leave you with it one more time. Food for the body is not enough. There must be food for the soul. So we'll end on that note. Thanks for tuning into my first Jesus and Coffee of 2020, and I hope that you got something out of it. Also, I want you guys to comment what feeds your soul, because I would love to know.